For the top of the hour news, Dlsu welcomes the new batch of ID 121 with Dship. Dlsu SHS grade 12 students start off the new academic year with Dship. Dlsu opens pre-registration for vaccination. News from the freedom of the press. Truth, power, the voice of the Filipino masses. This is the Animo exclusive.
Good afternoon, Philippines. I am Denny Agustin, delivering today's latest news. Dlsu welcomes the new batch of ID 121 with Dship. Here is Chelsea Hunyosa for the details.
Thank you, Denya. The Dlsu Senior High Introductory Program, also known as Dship, was held via YouTube livestream last June 21 to welcome the new batch of ID 121.
The annual orientation hosted by the Student Council and Student Committee equipped incoming grade 11 students through discussions of the academic system, presentation of student organizations, and a live Q&A portion.
The Animo managed to get an inside scoop with the Dlsu SHS Student Council's moderator. Here's what Mr. Xavier Gentilian has to say.
So, hi, good afternoon. I am Xavier Gentilian, the newly appointed Student Council moderator for the Manila campus this academic year 2021-2022. And I am joining the Animo in their exclusive coverage for the post Dship and Dlsu events. Okay, to answer the first question posed to me, as the newly appointed moderator of the Student Council, what preparations did I do for the Dship? Well, as the newly appointed moderator, to be frank with you, I have actually no experience as a student leader myself. I was very much averse to student leadership in organizations as an undergraduate. Many of the preparations I had during the lead up to both Dship and Dlsu were primarily briefings. I was briefed by the conduct of the processes of the Student Council, both by the Student Council elects, that's Rafi, Kyla, Fonzie, as well as Migs, who were kind enough to immediately show me the ropes, along with the former Student Council moderator, Ms. El Dumalao. They readily showed me how the processes were done, what to do when this or that happens, as well as who to contact. And many of the preparations not only were briefings regarding these processes, but also planning. And I very much have the Student Council elects to thank for that, as well as, again, former SC moderator Ms. L and Sir Ron, Evangelista of SAU. They were very much kind enough to walk me through these processes, to help oversee these processes quite thoroughly in order to ensure both Dship and Dlsu's success. And I'm very thankful for them for that, especially the Student Council elects. Or rather, the current Student Council now. Okay. What should the incoming grade 11 students look forward to in their Dlsu journey? Wow, that's a heavy question. Well, what I can guarantee you is a deep sense of community here in Dlsu. Here in Dlsu, no matter if it's face-to-face or online, you're never really alone. They really help make you feel that there's a community around you, a diverse group of individuals, or even like-minded people that are more than willing to help you through difficult times. On top of that, there are also many orgs as well as clubs that cater to a vast majority of interests available to us. Not only that, there are several events lined up by the Student Council, many of which I am also very much excited for. But I wouldn't want to spoil any of that too early on. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me, you guys. I do apologize if it seemed a bit rushed, but yeah, there's much to look forward to as the year goes on. We from the Student Council can guarantee you that much. And not only do we look forward to preparing and implementing these events for you guys, we're very much looking forward to representing your interests at heart and being there for you when you need us. Okay, thanks everyone, and I hope you all have a lovely day ahead. Animo na sad.
This is Chelsea Hanyasa, bridging service and information.
Thanks, Chelsea! DLSU SHS ID 120 start the new academic year with Dship. Here is John Ray Salanga for the report.
That's right, Denya. The DLSU Senior High School Student Council launched Dship, also called the Dlsu Senior High Onboarding Program for ID 120 last June 21. This said event prepared the grade 12 students for the changes this academic year 2021 to 2022 with an introductory lecture followed by a question and answer portion. Here's the Executive Secretary of the DLSU Senior High School Student Council, Ms. Rafael Rodriguez. Ms. Rafael, can you tell us about the behind the scenes of this event?
Hello, Lasallians! It's Rafi Rodriguez, the Executive Secretary of the DLSU Senior High School Student Council, and today I'm here to talk about Dship 2021. Alright, so for the first question, can you give us some insights on the behind the scenes of organizing the Dship event? Well guys, organizing Dship was actually simultaneous with the preparations for Dship 2021. So it was double the prep, double the effort, and double the work all fit into 1 month. I started planning for both events when I was elected into office. Hence, I was only given exactly 1 month from preparation date to the event date. But I was quite surprised that it went as seamlessly as it did, considering the amount of time and the amount of resources that we had. I attribute the success of the event not only within the SC, but also the support of the student committee and of course the admin, who was faithful and who went all out in their support in our endeavors. And for that, I'm forever thankful. I'm actually beyond proud of the people who went above and beyond in their efforts in executing the event, because it was never easy. Everyone had to sacrifice their summer breaks, had to sacrifice their time for rest, just to ensure that Dship and Dship would flow as well as it did. And for that, I am beyond proud and thankful. So for the second question, what were the biggest challenges you faced due to the limitations of the online setup? Well, fair enough to say, everyone had more hectic schedules due to the online setup. So it was harder to contact people and to gather people who were in for the job. Aside from that, the limitations and constraints in contacting and gathering people to send them the pertinent information with regard to the event was made harder with the online setting. We had limited contact resources and a less amount of time to contact people. It was a struggle, but I guess that is something that we can all learn from and improve moving forward. But nonetheless, I'm still beyond proud of what the council, the StuCom, and the admin has achieved. And with that, I would like to thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for supporting SC in their events, and I do hope to see you in our future events very soon. To know when those events will be, and as well as to keep updated with the latest events and latest takes in the Student Council, make sure to follow us in our Facebook account at the Dlsu SHS Student Council and in our Twitter account at Dlsu SHSSC. Until then, thank you and Animo. See you there, Lasallians!
This is John Ray Salanga, bridging service and information.
Thank you, John Ray. DLSU opens pre-registration for vaccination. For more details, here is Kimberly De Vera. The pre-registration for Dlsu University's vaccination program was officially open to all senior high school, undergraduate, graduate, and College of Law students last June 9, 2021.
In a help desk announcement from the Office of the Chancellor, a pre-registration link for the vaccination program was disseminated in connection to the results of a survey last March, which revealed that a good number of students were willing to be vaccinated through Dlsu.
COVID-19 Town Hall, an open forum event hosted by the head of the Vaccination Administration Task Force, Dr. Anel Onesimo, was also conducted last June 25 to address the concerns regarding the university's vaccination drive. This is Kimberly Rivera, bridging service and information.
Thank you, Kimberly. And that's all for today's latest news. For more information on the hottest news within and outside the Dlsu SHS community, don't forget to like our social media pages, The Animo, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Once again, I am Denia Agustin. In the name of public service, we uphold news from the freedom of the press, in the service of the Filipino masses. This is the Animo Exclusive.